Alright, welcome here, another video. This time we'll be looking at Bladestorm, the 100-Year War. This game was made by Koei. You may know them as the makers of Dynasty Warriors series. They're like probably on 8 of those right now. And yeah, Bladestorm, not too well known game, but it's one of my favorites. Takes place during the 100 Years War, like French against the British. Yeah, so let's jump right in here. This is basically your hub, what you do mid missions, in between missions. You got your contracts, which is basically your mission. Check the status of your guy or girl, whatever. Buy crap from this merchant here.
Do please come again.
So he's drunk. You can buy units. I'll go into explanation on that a bit once we get into battle. Make more sense. You can just hear the overall gossip in here. Other mercenaries. Your diary. Any info you pick up as you play will end up here. Then your system, you can save the game and whatnot. So let's take a contract.
This is all I can offer you at the moment.
Now, yeah, there's not much to start off with. Basically, everything's split into territories. You can see the map on the right. And right now we only have Berge, and Normandy. You can play as a French, or in this case here, you can play as a British. Now, as far as I know, there's no like loyalty bonus or anything like that going on here. You're basically just a mercenary, and you can switch sides after every battle if you want to. One battle will say take this base, and then you can immediately go the next mission and steal that base back for the other team. But okay, we'll jump to the mission here. We'll help the French out.
Choose this one. Please come back to us unharmed.
Now I just picked this game up recently. I've had it for the longest time, and I guess I just decided to pick it up again. Saw it at the store pretty cheap, and it's pretty rare now. I think I like never see a copy of this game sitting out there. But yeah, it's definitely more on the strategic side. If you've ever played the Kessen series, then you'll probably be more familiar. Probably more like Kessen 3 than the others. This was meant to be like real quick action squad based type of game here. Okay, so now you can deploy. I got 4 days remaining on this contract, which basically means I have to beat it in 4 days. And here we go. So this is the area of Normandy, and I can start off anywhere there's a blue territory. But my goal is to attack that place there. So the closer, the better. This one's pretty close. So we'll spawn here at St. Owen. But I was a big fan of the Kessen series, and this is probably the closest thing we have to it here in the next gen. Well, not even next gen anymore, but okay. So you have units running around, and right now it's just me by myself. If I want to, I can command any one of these units. So like these guys are meant for their anti-cavalry. The units I like to take are shield and sword type. I don't see any of them here. So I will look for a unit. Now, I was reading like critic reviews and whatnot, and they all say the same thing. This game can get very repetitive, and it takes a while for like any story elements to really pick up. Like there's no real sense of guidance in the beginning. It's just keep picking missions, and I will go ahead and go with these archers here.
Come with me.
I'm supposed to take that city there. But the maps are huge. You can spend all this time running around, like as opposed to Dynasty Warriors, where despite it's supposed to be taking place during big battles and whatnot, you don't really get that big sense of a huge fight happening. It's just you against a a bajillion guys, and that's that. Whereas here, if you try and go in at it by yourself, you get massacred. So you need a squad, and you get to fight in these big open areas, which is uncommon in the Dynasty Warriors series. Alright, let's go see. Now I have a feeling if I attack these guys, I'll immediately get targeted, but let's try it anyways. Let's wait for them to get close. So these are the audio controls. On the face buttons you have abilities you can do. This is pinpoint here. Basically like a snipe. And rapid fire takes it out to this view and they'll attack on their own. Let's see if we can take out that commander over there. Where they went. Alright, so we did that. Enter the base here. This one will probably end quickly. Oh, this is not a good idea. Alright, we'll stay here. Let's move our guys out of the way. They're probably getting killed in there. Not the smartest things to be in open combat. Alright, this seems like it's gonna end pretty quick, so I'm gonna go try and find another unit I can take over. Okay, so you have these face buttons here, different abilities. My favorite unit probably so far that I've played is the Sword and Shield guys. Ever since once I saw the movie 300, it became pretty clear what strategy I should use with them. Here's Shield and Spear. I guess this is what I have to do. I don't see any sword units, so yeah. Okay, let's get in front of these guys. Put up our shields. And then shield attack to stun them. And then just get in there with the quick thrust. Now, I found that strategy to be the best with these type of units. Alright, here we go. Some more. Put up the shields, and then quick thrust. And then just mop up after that. There we go. Question is... Alright, I think we have an officer down there. There you go, Christian. Now basically, you're just competing with other mercs. See how it says my place right there, how many points I have? The goal is to be number 1 at the end of my mission. I went up to 9th place. Alright, so I guess the only thing to do now is just finish the contract. Get the shields, get in a quick thrust, let's finish them off. And that'll do it.
Such a remarkable display of skill.
Collect your loot afterward. Now, I love this game. I love the Dynasty Warriors games, and I love this game because Dynasty Warriors, you get that all-powerful, godlike feeling. You know, it's a great stress relief to go home and then just go kill a bunch of dudes and rack up as many kills as you can. Well, in this case, you got to think more strategic. Keep your guys alive. Make sure you're taking the right unit into battle against, you know, You're not just charging into cavalry with infantry and whatnot. It can get a little bit repetitive. You're basically just doing the same things over and over again. I mean, the real way to give this game variety is to experiment with the different units as much as you can. Try out different strategies instead of just going and attack, which I guess could work either way. So this is day 1. I completed my mission pretty quickly. Ideally, when you have missions that last longer than 1 to 4 days, longer than 2 or 3 days, whatever. You have missions that last longer than 1 day. It's best to drag it out, so you get more fame and stuff. You know, kind of like that risk reward there. If you're like, hey, hopefully I can drag it out and still complete the mission on time. So here we go. You get paid for your contracts, obviously, and that's kind of the game. There's a lot to it, I think, especially with the unit types. You put experience into them. You pretty much mold your elite unit.
You are back. The English have journeyed here from afar in their search for mercenaries.
This guy's kind of your
shall be somewhat extraordinary.
Guide here. He tells you what to do and whatnot. Okay, so when you need to hear something important that pertains to a mission or a contract, you know, you get the exclamation point here.
His Highness, Prince Edward himself, comes from England to command personally our armies. Once His Highness arrives, our forces shall march onward and assault the port of Normandy. Let all who wish to share in our glorious victory. Come join us.
Okay, so now sometimes you get these. These are like the main story missions. Normally you get a cool cutscene out of them, which is cool. I mean, I like the atmosphere of this game. The music isn't bad. It certainly fits. This game is not. I mean, it's pretty old now, but when it came out, yeah, the graphics were pretty dated, and it looked like it could have been a launch title or something. But I thoroughly enjoy this game. Normally anything Koei puts out is up there with me. I love the Dynasty Warriors series, like I said. But yeah, that's Bladestorm.
I have something here.
Let's see
what
here.
Would you like?
Buy some new armor for yourself, and then weapons, of course.
Do please come again.
Now, one of the cool things I want to mention is about recruits. So, say you want a specific type of unit and they're not there at the beginning of a battle, you can buy these and equip them to your D-pad. And basically, when you start the battle, you push whatever button you assign them to, and bam, the unit will appear right there, and you can take that unit. It's pretty nice. Comes in handy, especially later on, once you've specialized in a unit, and you just want to start the battle with that unit that you specialize. You find them here. As you can see, they only have a limited number of uses, so make sure you stock up on them and whatnot. And also, you get crazy units too, like Roman soldiers or camel cavalry or elephants, maybe, I think, if I remember correctly. That's some weird stuff in the game. But yeah, I think this game is pretty underrated. Definitely deserves a shot if you can find a copy now, you know, for that matter. But it's pretty cheap, I think. I picked this up for like $16. But yeah, thanks again for listening, watching. Hopefully you give this game a shot too. Thanks.